Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about And Just Like That. Now, let me just go ahead and say, I did not take any notes at all. I watched the episode late, what was it, early this morning, late last night? I watched it around like 3 o'clock this morning. Um, was it three? I can't remember, girl, but I watched it. I watched it today, technically. But I'm not going back to watch the episode again. I just thought it was okay. At one point, I wasn't even going to come down here. I was just going to wait until next week and just combine both episodes together. But I was like, girl, let me just go run my mouth just for a few seconds and just wrap up this week's episode. So, again, no notes, but we're just going to talk about what I remember. Okay, we can start off with I don't like Aiden. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't like Aiden. The only reason why I'm even giving Carrie a chance is because I think she's a fly white woman. Other than that, if Carrie wasn't as fly as I think she is, I've been threw her over the threw her over the boat too. I don't too much care for Aiden. Do I not like Aiden? Do we like Aiden or not? I feel like Aiden is sneaky. I think that he is a manipulator. So okay, Aiden just pops up. I mean, that's his house. That's what Carrie said. That's their home, so he can come and go as he pleases. I'm assuming with that being his home, so he just pops up and he has like I think like 3 bags, and she normally when he comes it's just like for a couple of days, but this time he's going to be the time has been extended. I think for like a month or so. Um, Long story short, Wyatt, girl, the future MAGA, dressing all black, going into a schoolhouse, girl, making it rain. Girl, that's what Wyatt gives me. AK-47, girl, boots. Wyatt, after he came back from his little camping trip or wherever he went, girl, they should have put this, they need to put him in therapy, okay? They should have been calling Dr. Phil. Anyways, Iyanla and Oprah, baby, because baby, that baby needs some help. Um, he comes back from his trip and he tells Aiden that he wants to go move with Kathy. He doesn't want to live with him anymore. I didn't know he lived. I thought it doesn't even matter, girl. I was about to say I didn't. I thought that I didn't know he like lived permanently with Aiden. I thought it was just kind of like a normal setup. You go to your daddy's house. Excuse me. You go to your daddy's house a week, come back here for a week. I didn't know he actually lived with Aiden. But anyway, so Aiden feels some type of way about that. Now, mind you, after he popped up, Carrie was telling him how she had already had plans that night. She was supposed to go meet Duncan. Duncan is fine, baby. Duncan is a fine white man, baby. Yes, God. He just got a little attitude, but I don't care about no attitude because I can have one too. We could just we could be too much because with an attitude, okay? Anyways, so she had already told him after he arrived that she already had plans. She had a writing session with Duncan at 7:30. So, anyways, they woke up at 7:20. So she was about. This is after they had sex and all that stuff, right? Because the only time he really come to New York is when he wants some tail. Okay, that's the only time he come. The only time he come to New York is when he wants some tail. And Carrie, girl happily gives it to him. So I can't even be mad at Aiden because if every time I come down here just to get some tail, if you're gonna give it to me, and then girl, I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's when he starts to tell her um, about what's happening. And so she basically cancels her writing session and she says that they can just go to dinner instead. Maybe because I don't like Aiden. That's probably what it is. I mean, because it's just a writing session. Would Duncan care? Maybe not. I think it's because I don't like Aiden that I feel like Carrie is stupid for canceling the session. That's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. I don't like Aiden. Do I not like Aiden? I don't know if I don't like Aiden or if Aiden gets on my nerves. I know he gets on my nerves. Anyways, so Seema. Seema is getting her back banged to shreds. When I tell you, baby, that gardener is fucking Seema into a mattress, I said, yes, God. Baby, when I tell you, baby, Seema was over there, baby, Seema had an orgasm. And when I tell you, baby, Seema was shaking and shit, girl. Seema was shaking, baby. She had her mouth, she had her fingers all up in his name, Adam. The gardener, girl, he put that hoe in her, baby. He put that garden tool in Sigma, baby. He put that tool in Sigma, baby. Baby, Sigma had her hand in his mouth, boy, she was shaking, you were shaking and shit. It was like, I was like, damn. Sigma said, I ain't had one of those in a long time, baby. Baby Seema was over there having a whole goddamn baby Seema was shaking. Um, anyways, so Seema and Adam are having a good time. I'm glad that Seema had something else going on because they were losing me with Seema. I just felt like Seema didn't really have a place in the show. We still trying to figure out if Seema is poor. Okay? I know y'all keep telling me that it might be because she has to cut back, on her income because she really don't have a job. She don't have a job. Okay. I think the last job she had was Miranda. So, but other than that, she doesn't work. She doesn't have I guess a place that she can say, this is my employer. So anyways, later in the episode, they go out to dinner. Is his name Adam? The gardener. Yeah, we can call him the gardener. Uh, he lets it be known that he doesn't wear deodorant. Girl. Mm-mm. I thank God I'm not one of those people who really suffer. So, anyways, I went off into a whole rant. The gardener and Seema, they go out to dinner and come to find out Adam doesn't wear deodorant. Girl. I don't know. Mm-mm. Girl. I mean, he said he does something else instead of deodorants, though. Oh, girl, Adam like to lick armpits. Said, girl, when they were in the bed, and girl, he was fucking Seema into that mattress, baby. Girl, he lifted her arm up and he started licking her armpit. So Adam has a little kink. Shout out to the kinks, right? Um, but anyways, his last name is Karma. He said their mother changed their name when he was younger. Lisa. Girl, let's talk about Lisa, baby. Lisa, baby. Oh, girl. Mm. So Lisa got a little work crush. I will say that Lisa is handling it. She's handling it, right? So Marion is her co-editor or editor, because I think she's the one in charge. So, anyways, her and Marion, they have lunch together. It's just the crush that she has on Marion has now went to the next level, right? Not anything necessarily. Um, well, I would deem it if yeah, it would be deemed inappropriate if your partner, if you knew your partner was at work, and even though it may come across as innocent and they were doing what they were doing, would you feel a type of way? I would probably feel a type of way because I know you have a crush on him, and now it could potentially potentially go across that line. One day Lisa and her husband were asleep, and she woke up, and she was about to have sex. She wanted to have sex, but girl, she was really thinking about marrying. Quiet as it's kept. Is that a problem? Is it? Let me ask y'all a question. Let's get messy. Let's get messy. Let's get messy. Okay. Is it a problem if your lover fantasizes about someone who they'll probably like more than likely never meet? Okay, like if they were fantasizing about like, Beyonce or like Brad Pitt, like, girl, more than likely you ain't gonna never meet. You know what I'm saying? Like, more likely you ain't gonna never meet or sleep with Beyonce or Brad Pitt. So would you like what if you found out that your partner was fantasizing about somebody who was in arm's reach? Like who sat right beside her or him at work and you found out? Would you feel away? I would probably feel away. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold y'all. I would probably feel away if I found out my partner not only had a crush on somebody at work, but then on top of that, when you want to have sex, you're low key really thinking about them. Well, I thought this microphone was off. I was about to have a fit. I would probably feel away. It's one thing for you to think about some nigga who you'll probably never see or meet or have sex with. The chances are probably very slim to none. But girl, a nigga who you work with, oh baby, that's when you got the game fucked up. Okay. Anyways, so later on in the episode, Marion tells her that he wanted her to go. It was something happening that night. It was a work event, but people who have um, connections to the Obamas were going to be at the place that Marion wanted her to go to. She wasn't going to go, but then she changed her mind. While they were there and they were watching the movie, his leg touched her leg, and then she got up and left. So she's aware. I'm talking real loud. I don't know why I got real loud. She's aware that it's starting to go to a place of like a point of no return. So I will give Lisa the credit of knowing that, okay, girl, this is starting to be a little team too much. I feel like Marion also is probably starting to like Lisa. Oh, girl, I hope Lisa does not have sex with Marion. I'm gonna be so disappointed. I am. I just want Lisa and her husband to be one big happy rich family like they've been doing. I just do not want Lisa to have an. I would rather I would rather find out Harry was fucking that white hoe down to the store before I found out Lisa was fucking her coworker. Oh my god, I would die. Anyways, child. Um, Harry and Charlotte, ain't nothing going on with them really. Harry just had surgery. He said his balls feel like two basketballs. Lisa comes over to see him later in the episode. Charlotte has vertigo. She's hosting an art exhibit. Lisa didn't go because she ended up going to. I mean, it was work. I didn't feel like it's the same way. Like it's like the same way Charlotte is at work. Lisa had to work too, so I didn't really. I wasn't. I'm not gonna really drag Lisa for not going to her because you would probably think she went to probably just hang out with Marion, but it was trying to. She was basically working. Now Marion probably was a factor, but I don't know. I wasn't mad at Lisa for not going. But Charlotte has an art exhibit. Let me just say something. This is the best I have ever seen Miranda look, I think, since the inception of this show. Out of 3 seasons, I think this is the best I've ever seen Miranda look. Miranda had on this long red dress. It really just did. I really did have moments of nostalgia when I saw Miranda. I started to think about Sex in the City and even the Sex in the City movies. Like somewhere along the line, I was talking to one of the cousins on Twitter. Somewhere along the line, like they started to have Miranda look like a suburban PTA mom. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Miranda has never just looked a complete mess, but it just wasn't giving me like, now y'all talk about old school Sex in the City, or even like that's like I feel like at some point, like one of the like she was saying, girl, they, girl, Miranda turned into a full blown lesbian, and girl, they just said we gonna have her dress any kind of way. I was like, when I saw Miranda, I was like, yes, Miranda. Miranda looks so good. Like when her, Carrie, and Charlotte was standing there dressed up, it reminded me of, this was in the movie. Remember when they were about to go and Samantha wanted to buy that ring, but her boyfriend had already bought the ring for her. Anyways, it just reminded me of that moment when they were all dressed up. I was just like, this is how Miranda needs to look. But for some reason, they have Miranda always looking like, I don't know. I don't like the way they have Miranda looking. I don't. This is the first time where I felt like it was old school Sex in the City, and everybody looked fantastic. They need whatever whoever they need to keep this up with Miranda, because Miranda they have Miranda looking like a fool sometimes. Not a fool. Anyways, so Miranda is an alcoholic. I forgot Miranda was an alcoholic. I can't remember though. Did Miranda self-diagnose herself, or did she go to a doctor and they say, "Yeah, bitch, girl, you liver fucked up. You're damn near dead. Girl, you need to drink some water." I can't remember. Anyways, I guess it doesn't matter. Miranda is an alcoholic. Joy comes back into town. She went out of town for a work trip, and she stops by Miranda's place. Let me ask y'all a question. Yeah, question. Tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. Only ring you sell it when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave. Question. Okay. Question. Do y'all think that Joy was out of line for just popping up at Miranda's house like that? That's her girlfriend. I don't know how I would feel, even girlfriend or not, just popping up at my house like that. How would you feel? Mm, I would probably feel a way about it. Anyway, she pops up and she has a bottle of liquor, and the liquor that she has, she only uses. I think she went to Canada. I think she went to Canada. Was it Canada or the Bahamas? I don't know where the bitch went. She went somewhere. Anyways, so she comes back with liquor that she can only get when she goes out of town. And so she was going to leave the bottle at Miranda's house. So I guess whenever she comes over, they'll have something to drink. She doesn't know that Miranda is an alcoholic. Miranda hasn't told her because she doesn't really want to ruin what they have going on. I get it. I do. Because it's like, girl, you don't want to start throwing your problems onto somebody because you like the person, right? And now you start telling them that pretty much, girl, I got a little problem with the bottle, right? You don't want to run them off because right now everybody's living in the fantasy. This is your representative that you're showing joy. But on the flip side, bitch, girl, you the same one who is considering joy in those fucking bitches she got over there. Miranda was looking for an apartment and was considering joy in those goddamn dogs. So if it's that deep to the point where, well, I guess it doesn't matter because that's not going to ruin the relationship. If anything, I'm thinking about it as I talk. If anything, if she told Joy, oh, I just wanted to make sure, because that would scare me too. If I was dating someone, because Miranda and Joy have only been dating for like a month. If I was dating someone and they told me that I played a factor into them buying a home, an apartment, and we had only been dating for a few weeks, girl, I would think that you was a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Girl, why are you even thinking about me when you about to buy some property? You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I don't even know you like that. In real life, bitch, I don't even know you like that. It was just gonna be honest about it. Girl, because if I was about to buy an apartment, girl, I wouldn't be thinking about you, all them fucking bitches you got. Girl, on some real shit. Girl. I'm thinking about, girl, what area I want to live in, what I can afford, and girl, do I like the place? But yeah, she don't want to tell. She doesn't want to tell Joy that she has a problem with the bottle because it'll ruin. I guess it'll ruin the fantasy. And right now, they're just kind of like living in, their own little love bubble. Shout out to Teresa Giudice. Um. Oh, Aiden. Aiden is jealous. Aiden saw Duncan, and he knows that Duncan is a nice looking man. So he's asking. He's trying to. He told Carrie that they should invite Duncan to dinner, and Carrie was like, "No." Now, does Carrie like Duncan? I don't know. Does it seem like there could be something there? Absolutely. We're not gonna sit here and act like Carrie wasn't sipping out of that man's cup the other day. That's major to me. Drinking after a motherfucker who you don't even know. Okay. He wanted Duncan to come to dinner. Carrie said no. She wants to keep their relationship the way it is, basically neighbors who basically kind of work together in a way. I'm paraphrasing. She's writing a book, he's writing a book, and so they get together to write. Or do you think that it's because Carrie feels some type of way that Miranda clocked her tea last week? I'm gonna need Miranda to dig into her bag and cuss that bitch out. Carrie would have had the game fucked up last week. Okay, friend and all. Me and my friend would have got it. Girl, my friend would have pulled a stunt like that with me in that kitchen. Girl, Brady would have walked upstairs and heard us cussing each other out. Okay, they trying to stop the conversation because Brady walked in. Brady is a grown ass man. Miranda, Brady was just fucking in your house season 1. Now all of a sudden you don't want him to see an argument between you and your friend. You done heard the little motherfucker fuck before. You hear you argue with your friend. Anyways, girl. But yeah, Carrie, do y'all think that Carrie feels a type of way because she doesn't want Aiden to come around because then Aiden might think that there's something going on? Aiden feels some type of way because Duncan is attractive. I guarantee you, if Duncan was someone who was deemed unattractive, Aiden probably wouldn't care. But it's the physicality of it. So, anyways, they get to the art exhibit, and Aiden starts to ask the gardener and Seema about Duncan, and they basically say he's mean. So now he's trying to find out the tea about Duncan. But don't you got some fucking nerve, nigga? You was just fucking Kathy the other day. But see, that's Carrie's dumb ass fault. I ain't never seen no baby. When I tell you, baby, Aiden came and told that lady that he had fucked his ex-wife, and then Carrie turned around and went upstairs and fucked him. I said, bitch, what type of shit? What type of shit is this? Baby, that man told her I slept with my ex-wife, and Carrie turned around and went and gave him some pussy, baby. I said, baby, this is some crazy shit. Can I tell you, Carrie is ghetto? That's when I tell you, baby, Carrie is ghetto. That whole relationship with Aiden is ghetto. I said it last week. As stupid as it may sound, I don't think I could forgive my partner if they cheated on me. Cause I hang on to shit. Girl, shout out to the girls who can forgive their partners. I can't do it. But I definitely couldn't do it. If I found out my partner had sex with his ex-husband, girl, I would rather you tell me you went out and fucked a complete stranger before you come and tell me you fucked your ex-husband. And you still have underage kids, or at least one, what two? Because Homer is. I think they're both still in high school, and you have two underage kids still to go. So you definitely gonna be around him because y'all still gotta take care of these kids. And now you telling me you had sex with your ex husband? Carrie had too much smoke for Miranda, and not enough smoke for Aiden. I know we're going backwards. Anyways, what else happened? So that's Carrie, and Aiden, and then Anthony and his boyfriend is so cute. Oh, that boy is so cute to me. His mama, she got an attitude because she thinks that Anthony is basically she thinks that Anthony is pretty much unattractive and short and old, even though she said that her baby daddy was like 50 years old and she was 21. Girl, girl, beat the motherfucking kettle. Okay. Um, so yeah, he's still having problems with her. Charlotte is okay. Um, Harry is doing fine. And then Lisa, a lot of the episode was around Lisa and girl, this situation with Marion. That nigga is fine though, but girl, don't lose your family over no piece of dick, girl. It ain't worth it, Miss Seeley. It ain't worth it. Um, and then Charlotte girl was struggling to drink. Charlotte wants to drink. She has convinced herself that maybe it's not that big of a deal if I start to drink again. Girl, I was with them like, girl. She was telling Carrie and Miranda, "Mm, girl, that's some deep shit." She wants to be able to drink with Joy. Right now, Joy only just knows that she doesn't drink. She doesn't know the reason or if there's a reason behind her not drinking. The reason is because she's an alcoholic, but Joy doesn't know that. So she wants to be able to drink with Joy. At one point, girl, I'm not gonna lie, girl, I almost cussed that bitch out. No, I did cuss that bitch out when she went to the cabinet because remind you the liquor is still at the Joy left the liquor at Miranda's apartment. And so I want to move to New York so bad. I think living in New York would be so fun, so much fun. I really do. I wish I was rich. I need like an extra like I need like a extra girl. I need about like an extra $20,000. Okay, because I gotta live a certain way, baby. Girl, I'm trying to live in Gramercy Park, baby. Hello. I need a little cute, just a little cute apartment. You know what I'm saying? Um, But anyways, so she is in her apartment and she goes to the cabinet. She pours some of the alcohol in a glass and then she doesn't drink it, so she pours the alcohol down the drain. Bitch, when I tell y'all, I would have slapped the shit out of Miranda. I said, girl, I was like, girl, why didn't she just pour the alcohol back inside the bottle? She didn't even drink out of it. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, just pour, because she poured the alcohol down the drain. And then she went and sat down. Then she got back up. And then she went and got the bottle again. Then she eventually threw the bottle away. So I'm assuming the next episode, girl, she is going to probably tell her because she's going to be looking for Joy's going to be looking for the bottle of alcohol. And she threw the alcohol down the, what is it called? What's it called? Not trasher. What is it called? Y'all know we got one here. What is it called? Trash chute. This is called the trash chute. The chute. Um. So yeah, I'm sure. I'm guessing she's gonna tell Joy what happened to the bottle of liquor, and then at the end, she was about to take a sip of Joy's champagne because they were at Miranda's. Not Miranda. They were at Charlotte's art exhibit, and Charlotte saw her, and this is after they had the conversation about her wanting to start drinking again. And Charlotte was basically trying to run to Miranda for her not to drink, and then she fell on the bed. When I tell you, bitch, the art exhibit was insane. It was basically showing different stages of life, right? Like you as a young person, partying, and you sleep on the bed, use condoms, you don't fuck somebody, and then it kind of transitioned to like being older and just basically in bed reading a book, on your iPad. So yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Who is this? That's pretty much it. Um, yeah. Miranda That was around the storyline. Seema getting her back blown out. I know that's right, Seema. Duncan, they didn't show Duncan, but they talked about him. Aiden popped up, girl. What was in those bags? It's something in those bags that he hasn't told Carrie what's in those bags. Or was it just the fact that he's going to be there for more than a month, or like for a month? I can't remember. I don't think they mentioned it. And then Lisa about to fuck Marion and lose her husband and her kids. Girl, don't do it, Lisa. Please don't do it. Oh, don't do it, Lisa. Don't do it. He ain't that motherfucking fine. Okay. Not the girl. Ain't nobody that fine to lose your family over. And please believe, baby, he gonna leave you. It ain't the other way around. You will stay if he cheated on you with his coworker. But bitch, Herbert, is that his name? Herb? Girl, Herbert gonna leave your black ass, Lisa. So you better keep your legs closed. Okay? Close your legs to marry man, Lisa.
Close your legs to married men. Close your legs to married men. You heard me? Close your legs to married men.
So yeah, that's Lisa, and then Charlotte. Yeah, that's it, child. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.